Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the first tutorial for web design or web systems. And basically, in this tutorial, we're going to look at or we're going to install Xampp first and install WordPress as in our first step. So, by this time, I presume everyone has uh, downloaded Xampp and WordPress. If not, please uh, send me a text on WhatsApp or you can send me an email, then I'll be able to send you both WordPress and Xampp. Okay, so let's get started. So these are the two folders which we're going to use, or the two files. I don't know if it's folders or files, whichever way. But anyway, nonetheless. So first thing is we're going to install Xampp on our computer, and the Xampp basically is a server which we're going to be using to create our websites offline. Since if we say we start getting domains and all those stuff, it will be a cost on us. But we're going to learn how to create a website offline using WordPress. That is before we move to the actual HTML, PHP, and JavaScript. Okay, so first things first, if you want to install this files, just double click on it and okay, here you just say yes. I'm sure we know these steps, but I'll not take it as if we all know, but go step by step so that we don't leave anyone behind and we should be on the same page. Okay, so at this stage, you just say yes. Don't say no, please, but say yes. And okay, and you're going to have this pop-up dialog, and as usual, you say next, next. Okay, so at this stage where we are now, um, maybe there are others who might have installed Tomcat or other servers on their computers. I'd recommend you add any number to the front of the word Xampp. Don't change the location of the folder, but just add any number or letter. It can be J, X, Y, 3, whichever number, or even your name, just in front of the word Xampp. That will make your server to differentiate the port numbers if you have Tomcat installed on your PC or not. Then, if not, please, if you've never installed anything, please just hit the next button. But as you can see, I think in my next step, it will ask me to say the selected folder is not empty. Please select a different folder. Reason being, I've already installed Xampp on my PC, and for that to work, I need to change the port number, differentiate the port numbers for the Xampp which I'm installing at this particular time. So what I'll do, I'll add, let me just say add KIT. Let me put capital letters. Okay, so I'll add KIT in front of this, and it should accept now. Good. So the next step here, you just hit the next button, and it will automatically start installing your Xampp on your PC. Okay, so this browser which is going to pop up, just ignore it. We'll come to that later on. So when you are done installing your Xampp, or sorry, yeah, your Xampp, it's done packing and installing your Xampp. I'll cancel this because in my case I've already installed Xampp. So I'll cancel this and I'll show you what you're going to get after this whole process of installing is done. Okay, good. So what you're going to get after everything is done installing and all that is this pop-up dialog, uh, Xampp control panel. If you don't get this, please hit the search button here, then type Xampp or just XAM. You must be able to see this Xampp control panel on your search control, so on your search icon there. So when you have this Xampp control panel, basically we're going to use two buttons, our basic buttons, which is the Apache or the Apache module and my SQL module. These are the two major or the basic tools which are going to be using in our case. So you make sure that you start the first button and the second button, which is Apache and MySQL. These are the two basic modules which are going to be using in our daily either tutorials or design of our website. So every time you want to visit either your dashboard, you want to create a new website, you want to work with your Xampp, make sure that these two buttons are switched on. Okay. Then the other thing is, after these two are been turned on, you hit the admin button. Okay. So when you hit that admin, let me just close this two. Okay, good. So when you hit that admin button, you're going to have it to open in a browser. It won't open in Opera Mini if you don't have Opera Mini, or whichever browser should open. That's it. So in my case, it's Opera Mini, and you just hit where it's saying PHP my admin. That's the page or the menu which we need in this case. So when okay, we need to have okay, good. So you're going to have this page where it will show you the databases which you've created. Okay, and if you've not created anything, please don't worry, this is when you're starting. All is good, all is well. So don't see okay, there's the Kawi trace, there's LMS there. Please, everything is fine. This is just these are some of the things I've created separate. But in our case, we're going to create a new database for our website which we're going to create. So I'll just hit the new button there, and you're going to have databases here, and enter the database name which you want to create. I don't know which is in relation with your website or anything. So in this case, I'll enter tutorial. Okay, then after you enter the word tutorial, then hit the create button. So we've created our database. If you check inside this tutorial database, there's completely nothing because we've not entered anything, we've not created any table and whatsoever. Tables would be created automatically once we install our WordPress. So far so good. We've installed our installed our Xampp, and we've started our process, our our modules, which is Apache and MySQL. Okay, and we've created our databases for our website. So these are the basic things you need to do before you install your Xampp. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go to a Xampp folder which I created. So where you find your Xampp folder is on your local disk. You might not find Pincher here. You might find maybe Windows C, local disk C, and so on. So when you hit on that local disk C, you're going to find. You remember I changed my file to Xampp KIT because it was colliding with the other uh, port numbers which are already installed. So in my case, I'm going to delete this because I already have Xampp. If you can see here, I've got about 3 which I've installed. So I'll delete that and use this one which is already in use. Okay, so when you go to your local disk C, find where I'm sure you are going to find a folder which is written like this without anything in front of it. So find the folder for your Xampp. When you click on it, you're going to find other folders or other files inside that folder, and find the folder which is should be 1 2 3 4 5 6. The folder which is on number 6, in most cases it will be number 6, which is ht docs. Okay, then when you enter that folder, this is where you are going to be creating your folders for your website. Okay, so how do we do that? You just right click on your mouse, okay, then you say hit new and folder. So we're going to create a folder for our website. So in this case, we're going to create a folder. Let's name it kit.com. Okay, so this kit.com, it will act as our domain for our website. Okay, so you remember a domain. Okay, we'll get into that. This is just another demo for this. So this kit.com will act as a domain for our website in this case. Okay, so the other thing which you need to do is you need to transfer the WordPress folders or the WordPress files into this folder which you've created. So I'll go to my desktop. This is where WordPress is. If you've not downloaded WordPress, please, if you've not downloaded WordPress, just search for wordpress.org, and let's just wait for a few minutes. Okay, good. You're going to have this page, and just click on Get WordPress. When you click on Get WordPress, you're going to have this download button for WordPress and the version which is there at that particular time. So downloading, we need to see a pop-up here. Okay, just that my network is a bit low, but in any case, when you hit the download button, it will start downloading the folder which you're downloading. Let me just close this because I've already downloaded this. Okay, so you double click on it. If not, you right click on it, then hit open. Then when it opens, just cancel this. You're going to go inside the folder WordPress. Then when you're inside this folder, hold the control button and A. In other words, you want to select everything which is inside here. Okay. Then when you do that, click on extract to. Okay. When you hit extract to there, go to your local disk C, then search for the Xampp folder which you've just installed. In my case, I'm using Xampp X. So when you go there, you find htdocs, and find the folder which you've just created. In our case, the domain which we're going to use is kit.com. So when you find that folder, click on OK. Okay, then it will extract all the files which are inside that WordPress folder to your new domain which you've just created. Okay, so 87, 90. Okay, this is 100 done. Okay, so I'm going to close this. Then I'll show you another step which you can use if you don't want to use that method. The other thing you can use is just extract this on your desktop. Okay, let's go. Let's say 60, 70. Okay, 100%. Come on. Okay, so when you extract the WordPress folder onto your desktop, inside these are the folders which we need. So just hold the control button and press M. Then you can copy this, go to your Xampp folder, then kit.com, and come and paste them here. That's another method you can use if you don't want to use that one where extract to and others. Okay, so when we extract our files to this Xampp folder which you've created, which is kit.com, you go to your browser. Okay, you can use any browser, but I would recommend you go for Firefox and Opera Mini. Sorry, yeah, Firefox, Opera Mini. Chrome is a bit, it uses much RAM, so I would recommend you use Firefox. UC browser is also recommended, but this it's not up to date. They're fading. They want to move away from UC browser. I'm sure you've been seeing updates if you've been using UC browser, but it's still working anyway. So when you open your browser, what you're going to do is you type the word localhost slash, okay, localhost slash the name of the folder or the domain which you created, which is kit.com. Okay, so localhost slash kit.com, then you press the enter button. Okay, so when you press the enter button, it will take you to the process where you need to install WordPress on your server, okay, on your local host, which is your Xampp. Okay, so we're going to use English. If you are familiar with French, it's a tizwa. So I'll go for English. Okay, so at this stage now, what you need to do is hit the escape button, and here, remember we created a database on this tab which is here. We named it tutorial. So this is where you put that database name, tutorial. Okay. So this is where you put your database name. Then on the username, please, we are using a local host. So whenever you are using a local host or you're using Xampp, username should be root, unless you change the password and all those things when installing. But in this case, let's just use root. Then on the password part, don't put anything, just leave it blank. Okay, then you hit the submit button. After that submit button, run installation. Okay, okay, so far so good. So we've installed our WordPress, and now it's requesting for login credentials and all those. So the first thing which is here is the site title. Site title, we're going to put our trades. Basically, this doesn't matter. We can either change it after we are logged in, or we can even add it from here. We can still change it in. So then the next step is adding the username. So this username which you're adding here is the name which you're going to be using when you want to access your dashboard as the admin. Okay, so I would recommend you use a username which you are familiar with and which you can't forget easily. So in my case, I'm going to use admin. Then the password which you're going to be using when you want to log in. For demo purpose, I'll use 1 up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll confirm weak password. Since this password is so weak, the other thing which I would recommend is the password you should choose here. Make sure that it's a strong password with different characters. SAQU, full stop. Uh, okay, okay, something like that. Anyway, something which is not easily, someone can't guess it so easily. So you put your username, the password, you make sure that you tick the confirm with password, and you put your email address here. Please use your valid email address. In case you forget your password, they will send you that password reset to your email straight. Okay, so the other thing is, once you are done with this stage, you install WordPress. Okay, after that we need to log in using the username which you've created and the password which you've created in this case. Okay, so to take a bit of some seconds, if not a minute, for it to finish installing and the necessary things. Okay, so in normal cases you're supposed to get this error, but please don't worry, we are safe. Just refresh your page. Okay, just hit the refresh button there, and it will tell you already installed a login. Okay, so the login details, remember our username, we said admin. Okay, I'll just use the same one. Then the password, you said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. if I'm not mistaken. I think it was up to 8. Then I can hit remember me so that I don't log in um, at a regular basis. To just log me in whenever I put the admin, and the password will be remembered. Okay, so here we are. This is the dashboard for our website. This is the admin area for the website. Okay, this is the process of installing WordPress. So far so good. If there are any questions, please leave them in the comment section down there, down in the comment section. Okay, I'll be able to respond and to help as well. And please don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss the daily updates for web systems and maybe these other courses which you are supposed to be meeting. Okay, so if you have a question, you can leave a comment in the comment section, or you can call me on my line, or send me a text on WhatsApp or email. I'll be able to respond. So far this is how you, or the steps which I've shown, how you install Xampp and how you install WordPress. And yeah, I think these are the basic things you needed for now. And these are the what I wanted to cover in this tutorial. And if you have any question, please feel free to to ask me. Then the other thing which I would want to mention is that as the admin, you're able to see this area, but as your users, those people would want to visit your website, what they're going to see is the front end. This is the back end of your website. Then they're able to see your front end. And if you want to see the front end of your website, you say you just come with your title of your website, then visit site. Okay, so say visit site. This is the front end as it stands. We've not done anything. Please don't worry, everything is okay. So this is the front end of your website, and the things magic is going to happen, and things won't be the same. So if you have any question, please leave it in the comment section, or you can call me on my line. Thank you.